Hello, my ninja warriors. What's up, everybody? So, today we are going to start the matrices chapter, which is one of the highest weighted chapter in the history of JEE mathematics. You can expect 3 questions from this chapter, but with a little bit exception that one topic I have added from the determinants chapter, which is going to give you the boost over here. So 3 questions, that means 12 marks straight in your prop pocket from matrices. Now how this session is going to go, let me tell you. First of all, 12 marks, so I told you, straight in your pocket. Now 5 plus ninja techniques, so that the time taking questions will be much easier for you guys because you are a ninja student. Okay, so concepts will be covered in today's session along with previous year question. More than 10 to 12 high priority, high weightage questions will be doing in today's session, and all will be doing in 1 hour. Just a little bit warning over here that do not focus on taking notes while you are in live session, because if you're going to focus on taking notes, then you won't be able to understand. Okay, so just understand whatever I am teaching and solve with me wherever the solving is needed. That's how we need to go in this 1 hour. Later on you can finish taking your notes after the session is over, once you have got everything in your hand, because the live session will always be available for you, right? Just one thing, confirm whether I'm perfectly audible and visible, so that we can actually dive more deeper in today's session. Everybody, smash that like button and let me know that yes, audible, visible. Audible, visible. Everybody? Yes. So don't focus on taking notes during the session, because we are going to go in a crisp manner, fast forward manner. Okay. Even though you have not studied matrices full-fledgedly, then also you can attend this chat session, because we are going to take the gist of that concept, which will be utilized in any PYQ if at all is possible. Everybody, yes, okay, all righty, clear. Chalo, let's start. Now, before I start, let me tell you that we are bringing a high weightage Sigma crash course, everybody, and the launch is going to happen on 5th November. Please make sure go there and like that session, and make sure that you attend that launch. You will understand what we are trying to do for you, everybody. And yes, for all of those who are not aware about your ninja ma'am, this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata and I have over a decade of teaching experience. These are my credentials, and I'll be giving you so many ninja techniques during and before your JEE examination, JEE 2026. Okay, let's start with matrices. Okay, what is a matrix? Let's start with very basic. What is a matrix? Okay, so matrix is nothing but arrangement of numbers. Understand? Matrix doesn't have a value, whereas determinant is actually a value. Determinant is a solvable quantity which will be reducing to a number, to a value. But if you ask me, ma'am, matrices is equivalent to a numerical value? No, matrices is just an arrangement of n rows and m rows and n columns. Okay, so over here, if you can see that this is a sample matrix, and this is your first row, second row, third row. The horizontal ones are row and the vertical ones are column. Okay, so in here, if there are, can you see first row, second row, third row? So m number of rows and n number of columns. So this is number of rows and this is number of columns, everybody. Okay, now the element which is sitting inside a matrix, suppose A23. That means A23 means that it is sitting in second row and third column. Second row and third column. Okay, so basically element is denoted by Aij, where Aij is present in ith row and jth column, everybody. So number of elements, if I talk about number of elements, how many elements are there in this particular matrix? So it is going to give you what? Number of rows multiply number of columns. Basically, So we need to understand the terminologies behind matrix. Some theory is involved in matrices chapter, so make sure you are understanding this. So order of a matrix is number of rows multiply number of columns. So in this case, m cross n will be the order of the matrix. Now let me spend a good 5 minutes in a couple of definitions before we dive into PYQs. Okay, everybody? Yes? Alright, so yes. Can you see row matrix, or we can also call it as a row matrix or row vector. So a matrix is denoted by capital letter and it is inside a square bracket. Can you see this matrix 1, 2, 3 is having single row. What's the order, ma'am? 1 cross 3. So having single row and having no matter how many columns, I don't care, but just single row is the key. So single row means it is a row matrix. Now 1, 2, 3. This is actually a column matrix. Why? 3 cross 1. 3 rows but single column. So this is a column matrix. Okay. So a matrix having a single column means column matrix. Zero matrix or null matrix means any matrix which is having all the elements zero. All the entries should be zero is called as zero or null matrix, everybody. Okay. Now what will be the square matrix? Think about it. Square matrix means number of rows and number of columns should be equal. So suppose this is a matrix. This is a 2 cross 2 square matrix. Now B matrix. 3 cross 3. So 3. Can you see 3 rows and 3 columns? Okay. Now when we talk about square matrix, there is a definition which always is there, very important, diagonal, especially the principal diagonal of a matrix. So principal diagonal is this. Can you see this is a principal diagonal? So if you go and check for any specific matrix, principal diagonal is this. Can you see? This is your principal diagonal. A11, A22, A33. Can you notice here what is happening? That I is becoming equal to J. So AII, all the elements which are of the type AII, A11, A22, A33 are nothing but principal diagonal of a matrix. Okay. Now the moment diagonal word comes, diagonal term comes, here comes a very important term which is trace of a matrix. Now suppose you have a matrix which is having 1, 7, 9, 0, 0, 3, 1, 1, 9. Okay, trace means sum of diagonal elements. So this is your diagonal 1, 7, 9. So trace means what? Trace of A, everybody, is A11 plus A22 plus A33. In that case, 1 plus 7 plus 9. Everybody in the chat box, what will be the sum? That you can guess. Okay. Now let us understand this tree, this segregation. Okay. So square matrix. If I talk about square matrix, you are aware square matrix means number of rows and columns are equal. Square matrix is having one category of square matrix is diagonal matrix. What is diagonal matrix? Diagonal matrix is a type of square matrix whose non-diagonal elements are 0. Can you see this is your diagonal A11, A22 and A33? And if I'm not talking about the diagonal elements, I am focusing on non-diagonal elements. So non-diagonal elements, can you see all are 0? So hence this is a diagonal matrix. Okay. So non-diagonal elements are equal, are 0. Okay. Now, what is a scalar matrix? So scalar matrix is nothing but a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix means what? Non-diagonal elements are 0, but with one more condition, that the diagonal elements all are equal. Can you see what is a scalar matrix? So ma'am, scalar matrix means that non-diagonal element 0 and the diagonal elements all are equal. So this is called as scalar matrix. Okay, everybody? Right? Now scalar matrix. Okay. Now one more matrix which is very important, absolutely important, and we are going to heavily use this, which is unit matrix or identity matrix. Okay. Identity matrix is actually a square matrix. Suppose 2 cross 2. So this is diagonal. So non-diagonal elements are 0 and the diagonal elements are unity, that is 1. Unit matrix. Oh, okay. Suppose I have to write a square matrix of order 3 cross 3. So now the diagonal elements will be 1 specifically and the non-diagonal elements will be 0. Okay, right? Getting it? Understood. Okay. Now let's quickly jump on to that how to add matrix. Two matrix are given. So how to add those two matrix? If you want to add those two matrix, just understand that their orders should be equal. So corresponding elements can be added. Okay. But the difficult part is not addition, not subtraction. In fact, the most difficult part and the most important part as far as NTA is concerned is how to multiply two matrix. So make sure that you understand this topic nicely because this is something which will give you 4 marks in JEE Main 2026. Okay. First of all, understand that matrix of random two matrix is not possible. Multiplication of two random matrix is not possible. Then ma'am, what's the condition? So suppose you have a matrix A and suppose you have a matrix B. So if you want to multiply A into B, your number of column of A matrix should be equals to number of row of B matrix. Then only multiplication AB is possible. In matrix multiplication, understand that AB is different and BA is different usually. Okay. So if you are thinking of multiplying A into B, what's the condition? Number of column of first matrix should be equals to number of row of second matrix. Now please tell me that if it is your A matrix and this is your B matrix, tell me that whether the multiplication AB is possible or not. So ma'am, AB is possible if number of column of first matrix should be equal to number of row of second matrix. Both are equal. So yes, matrix multiplication is possible. Now, how to multiply two matrix? Please understand very carefully because so many students get confused, do calculation mistake over here. This is your matrix, this is your matrix. Okay. Now, your matrix multiplication is possible. Okay. And AB we will calculate. But tell me what would be the order of the newly formed matrix? So, order will be what? Number of row of first matrix cross number of column of second matrix. This cross this. This into this will be the order of the matrix. Now let's start multiplication. We'll pick row 1 and this row 1 will get multiplied with column 1. Okay. So element by element. 1 multiply 1, 2 multiply 2, 0 multiply minus 1. So the answer will be 1 plus 4 plus 0. So 5 will be the answer. Okay. So row 1, column 1, element written. Okay ma'am. Row 1 is still there. Now column 2. So 7 plus 0 plus 0. So this is just 7. So row 1, column 1, element done. Row 1, column 2, element done. Okay. So now row 1 is done, dusted. Now let's talk about row number 2. Again, same process. Row 2, column 1. So 5 plus 8 minus 9. 5 plus 8 minus 9 is 4. Okay. Now row 2, column 2. So 7 5s are 35, 0 and 27. 35 plus 27 everybody, whatever the value is. Now row 3, column 1. So 1 minus 2, 0. And row 3 and this 7 and that's it. Okay. This is how we multiply matrix. Everybody clear? Okay. So one time I have told you, now we'll utilize this in so many times. Okay. Right. Perfect. So let's do one JEE Main 2025 PYQ. Are we up for it? Are we ready for it? Just by matrix multiplication, but very carefully. If you can do it, if you can pull it off, your brain should be absolutely very clear. Okay. You should not panic because panic means calculation error can happen. Let's understand this question. Okay. Matrix of order 3 cross 3 with Aij is root 2 I plus j. Okay. Now sum of all the elements in the third row of A square is this. So basically we have to figure out a square. And you know what? Please be very smart. Do not calculate a square completely. All we have to do is you have to calculate third row of a square. To calculate third row of a square, what is a square? A multiply a. Okay, so we need to calculate a matrix first. Everybody, a matrix. So now start with A11. Here A11. Then A12. A13. Okay. A21, A22, A23. A31, A32 and A33. Everybody? Yes, let's first calculate diagonal elements, right? If you put 1, 1, so it will be what? 1 plus 1, root 2 square 2. Then it will be 2 plus 2, 4. Okay, so it will be just 4. And this is 3 plus 3. What is 3 plus 3? 6. So 2 cube is 8. This is how it is. Okay. Now you know what is happening? A12, that means you just have to multiply. One power is getting added every time. So this is 2, this is 2, root 2. Multiply root 2, what you will get is 4. Okay. And here 1 root 2. So this is 2 root 2. And just keep on multiplying root 2, 4 root 2. It will start. This is 3, 1. So 3, 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So this is 4, 4 root 2. This is your A matrix. Everybody clear? Now we need to find out A square. Okay. So to find out A square, I just need to write A square in that manner. And eventually A square, let's figure out. And you know what? We are looking for the third row. How will we get third row? By multiplying row 3. See, row 1 into column 1. Row 1 into column 2. Row 1 into column 3. Okay, then row 2 column 1. Row 2 column 2. Row 2 column 3. I am interested in third row now. Row 3 column 1, row 3 column 2. So row 3. 4 2s are 8. 4 root 2, 2 root 2. Can you see 4 2s are 8? It was a 16. Plus 8 4s are 32. Here, can you see this element? Second element of third row. Now this multiply this. 4 2s are 8. 4 4s are 16. 8 4s are 32. So 8 plus 16 plus 32 root 2. And here what we are going to get is again this multiply this. 4 4s are 16 plus 4 root 4 4s are 16, 2s are 32 plus 64. Everybody. So if you add this 56, answer will be 56 plus 56 root 2. And what about this? 64 plus 48. 64 plus 48. Matching with option D. Yes, yes, yes. Bingo, absolutely right. Okie dokie. Alright. So this is one of the previous year question. Okay. Now, you know what? Matrix multiplication, you will get two types of question. One is the normal type of a question where proper matrix multiplication is required. And you know what? You don't have to calculate full-fledged multiplication. You just need to focus on specific rows or basically specific element as well sometimes. Just like we did. Now, another category, pattern-based multiplication, a sure short question every year. In JEE Main 2025, you can see 2024, 2023, 2024, 2021. Just go and check it out. This pattern-based multiplication is everywhere, every year, almost every alternate shift you can see. Okay. Now let's understand what they are trying to say. They are saying that if at all any matrix which is going to satisfy this relation, this is a relation which is being satisfied by matrix. Okay. So if you are going to solve this, you will get the values of M. How many? That we need to check. All those values of M will sit inside your set. Okay. And how many elements will sit inside the set? That we need to calculate. Okay. So what we need to understand over here is A matrix is given, right? And they are asking me to calculate A power M, A power M square, A power, in fact, minus 6 also. So basically, in general, we just have to figure out what is A power N or basically M, A power K. Okay, so how will we figure out? By keep on calculating A, so we need to calculate A square, then A cube, and eventually we need to observe and write A power M. If we are able to do that now, then the whole question will be sorted, decoded, killed. Okay, are we ready for it? Okay. So A is there. Let's talk about a square. Can you see this is your a square? Okay, be very alert. Be very alert. Okay, that what is happening when we are doing a square. So, ma'am, row 1, column 2, 2s are 4 minus 1, 3. This multiply this. 2 into minus 1. So, it is going to be 2 into minus 1. That's it. So, 2 into minus 1. So, minus 2. This multiply this will give you just 2. And you know what? This multiply this is going to give you minus 1. This is your a square. Everybody, a square? Yes. Now let's talk about a cube also. Because right now a square will give you the clarity, but a cube will give you absolute clarity. Okay. So some patience you need to have a cube. Everybody a cube. So row 1, column 3, 2s are 6, minus 2, 4. Can you see? Can you see? Notice, start noticing. A power 1 is having 2. A power 2 is having 3. And a power 3 is having 4. So can you please tell me what will be a power m? A power m will be m plus 1. This is how pattern is there. Okay. Now again, this multiply this 4. Now this multiply this minus 3. That's it. So notice the pattern. A power 1 is having minus 1. A power 2 is having minus 2. A power 3 is having minus 3. So this is just minus m, everybody. And over here, can you see this very thing? Okay. Second column and this. The 2 2s are 4 and minus 1. So this is 3. And you know what? Minus 2. So this is minus 2. Okay. So can you see this is minus m, this is m. And this very thing, can you see? This is minus 3 plus 1. Minus 3 plus 1. What about this? This is minus 2 plus 1. What about this? Minus 1 plus 1. So this is minus m plus 1. This is your m, a power m. Okay? A power m. Everybody? A power m. So this is a power m. Now start putting the values. Start putting the values. Okay? So a power m is nothing but, here it is minus m. Yes, I think now it's better. Okay, so this is what your a power m is getting. Okay, now we just need to solve this equation. Tell me what will be a power m square. Quickly, a power m square. So ma'am, replace m by m square. Okay. Okay, ma'am, done. Plus a power m, everybody. So a power m, so ma'am, copy paste. No need to worry. Okay. And this is 3i. So 3003. And a power minus 6, everybody. A power minus 6. So minus a power minus 6. Put minus 6 over here. So minus 6 plus 1, minus 5. This is your 6. This is your minus 6. And this is your 7. Now equate the terms, that's it. So m square plus 1, okay, plus m plus 1 is equals to 3 plus 5, 8. So m square plus m is equal to 6. So m square plus m minus 6 is equals to 0. It will give you two values, okay, which will be minus 3 and 2. So two values of m are possible over here. Easy question. So 2 is absolutely right answer for JEE Main 2025 PYQ. Okay. Yes. All righty, everybody. Crystal clear. Now the next question on pattern based question. Again, another question. Now this is a template based question. You know what? This question was introduced by JEE Advanced in the beginning. Okay. And then this question was reused by JEE Main. This is the third time JEE Main is asking this type of question in the history of JEE Main. I'll give you one homework PYQ of the same pattern as well. Decode the same pattern. You will realize that this question is actually doable and very trendy, popular question. Let's understand. A matrix is given, P matrix is given. See, this question will give you so many information. You will realize, oh, maybe this question is difficult, but not. This question is not difficult. Okay. Now this question is giving B matrix and C matrix. Let me just understand. C matrix is B power 10. And you know what? They are trying to ask you about C matrix. So the whole question is all about how to decode C matrix. Decoding C will help you. Decoding C, that means you're done with the question. So the chase C. Let's chase C. What is C? Ma'am, C is P power T. Now B power 10. Correct? B power 10. So P A P transpose power 10, and this is back to P. Hold on. Okay. So this is P transpose P. A P power T. Then P A P T. P A P T. And so on. Last is P A P T. Okay. And last is P again. Okay. So I can clearly see that P transpose into P, P transpose into P, P transpose into P so many times, P transpose into P, and last also P transpose into P. So I desperately need to calculate now what is P transpose into P. What is P transpose into P? So just multiply P transpose into P or P into P transpose. Same value you will get. Okay. So if you multiply, you will get identity matrix. And you know what? Whenever these type of questions are there, no, do not worry, because a value which is repeatedly being asked, it will be either identity or 2 times identity, 5 times identity. Very simple thing. Okay. So tell me, C will be identity, identity, identity. It's just that this is 10 times. So only A will be remaining how many times? 10 times. So C is A power 10. So if you want to focus on diagonal elements of C, you need to focus on diagonal elements of A power 10. Pattern based multiplication, my dear students. A matrix is given to you. Just find out what will be A power 10. So this is A matrix. If you try to find out A square, and I'm interested only in diagonal elements. So be very smart. Do not waste your time in calculating non-diagonal elements. If you read the question carefully, you have to be extremely alert. Okay. So A square will look like this. You know what? A cube will look like this, my dear students. Okay. So tell me, A power, so this is cube. A power 10, diagonal elements of A power 10. So it is going to give you 1 by root 2 power 10 plus 1. Okay. Sorry, this is 1. So just sum the diagonal elements. So this is 1 by 32 plus 1. So your answer will be what? M by n is equals to 1 plus 1 by 32. So 33 by 32. So m is 30t, 33, n is 32. Now understand what they are saying is, basically whatever value you are getting now, please make sure that they are in simplest form. Sometimes what happens, that if we are able to cancel out them, cancel out and keep it in simplest form. So answer will be 32 plus 33, 65. Everybody, 65. Okay. One more PYQ. Ready. Now this is a homework question. Can you see? This is another JEE main similar PYQ. This time what they are focusing on is again X matrix. X, determinant of X. Okay. So again a good question. Homework. Let me know your answer in the chat box. Okay. Now let's introduce another topic over here. Everybody. Another topic. Transpose of a matrix. What is transpose? Transpose means that you just, suppose you have a matrix, right? And you have to interchange the rows and columns. So this is your row number 1. Now this will become your column. This will become your column. So row is becoming column. Row is becoming column. Row is becoming column. Or you can say that column is becoming row. Column is becoming row. Column transformation or interchange means transpose. This is how we denote the transpose. Okay. So now let me talk about the properties of transpose. Okay, suppose you take transpose of a matrix and then back one more time take transpose, you will get the same matrix again. Okay, one more very important property of transpose, say that AB transpose is B transpose A transpose reversal property. Okay, reversal property. And trace of A and trace of A transpose will be same. Let me just tell you. Tell me, what's the trace of A matrix? Ma'am, A plus E plus I. What is the trace of A transpose? You'll be surprised that diagonal elements are same. Even if you take transpose, now make sure, note that point, that diagonal is not changing. Everything is getting changed, but diagonal is not getting changed, everybody. Okay, all right, yes, chalo. Now let's do one more question based on transpose of matrix. Okay, JEE 2024 PYQ we have. Are we ready for it? Yes. Okay. So let A be a square matrix such that A into A transpose is identity, and they want us to calculate this. So we'll be very careful while calculating this. Okay. So 1 by 2 A. And what I'll be doing is, I'll be actually writing this as A plus A transpose and A plus A transpose. Please do not become a stuntman and just apply the properties of normal mathematics, A plus B whole square, in this. Okay, so this is how it is. And this is A minus A transpose and A minus A transpose. Step by step. Step by step. Okay, 1 by 2 A. Now A into A, everybody, A square, ma'am. A into A transpose plus A transpose into A. Can you see there is a difference between A transpose and A transpose into A? I told you AB and B are not equal. Then A transpose whole square plus, now this A square, okay, minus A transpose, and then minus A transpose A plus A transpose square, bracket close. Can you see? This anyway is going to get cancelled out. Okay. So we are having 1 by 2A. Okay. This is A square and this is plus A transpose square. Now let's multiply this A inside. 2 is also there, right? Because it is also double. See, A square, and this is also double. So 2 anyway cancel. Now multiply A. So this is A cube plus A transpose, A transpose. Okay. So A into A transpose is identity. So answer will be A cube plus A transpose. Easy question, option D. D. Everybody? Okay. Are you there? Are you there? I hope that your brain is braining. Brain is braining or not? Huh? We have actually successfully done the 50% of the session. Okay. But so many PYQs are on your way. Okay. So many PYQs are on your way. Let us unfold another category, and here ninja technique is there to protect you. Are we ready for the ninja technique, my dear students? Yes. Ninja technique says that, see, suppose, let me tell you, this topic in itself is a very, I would say, dirty topic. I mean, every student will be like, I am so irritated with this characteristic polynomial and characteristic equation. That's what I feel. But ninja technique makes this topic very interesting and absolutely easy for you. Okay. Suppose a 2 cross 2 matrix, and this is for 2 cross 2 matrix specially. Suppose a 2 cross 2 matrix is given. Then you know what? You can write a power 2 equation involving this matrix just by this equation. What's this equation? Let's see. So it is A square minus trace of A. Trace of A is what? A plus D. Okay. Into A plus determinant of A into I is equals to 0. Just remember this. And you know what? Next question will be able to do. Okay. So suppose, see, this ninja technique you will understand better when you see the question. Suppose a 2 cross 2 matrix is given to you. By the way, this is a JEE 2023 PYQ. A matrix is given to you, right? Okay. And you know what? They will give an equation involving matrix. This is A inverse is equals to alpha A plus beta I. Okay. And they will ask about the alpha and beta and everything. Okay. So now the moment you see equation degree 2, degree 1 or degree minus 1 also, please understand, try to make this as degree 2 only. How ma'am? How? This is a power 1. So multiply a throughout the equation. If I multiply a, what will happen? If I multiply, pre-multiply a throughout the equation. A into a inverse, ma'am, I. This is alpha a square plus beta a. So this is going to be alpha a square plus beta a minus I is equals to 0. Okay. So now you divide it by alpha a square plus beta by alpha a minus 1 by alpha I is equals to 0. And now what you can do is, you can apply the ninja technique and compare the equation. What was the ninja technique? That a square minus trace of a. Can you tell me what is trace of a? 11. 11a plus determinant of a. 10 minus 5 lambda times I is equals to 0. Now just peacefully compare. Okay. So beta by alpha is minus 11. Okay. And minus 1 by alpha is equals to 10 minus 5 lambda. Okay. So what they are saying is, and one more thing, alpha plus beta is minus 2. So clearly beta plus 11 alpha is equals to 0. 11 alpha plus beta is equals to 0. So if you solve this, what will happen? 10 alpha is equals to minus 2. Alpha is minus 1 by 5. The moment you get alpha, you put alpha over here, minus 1 by 5. You will get the value of lambda as well. So this is going to be 5 is equals to 10 minus 5 lambda. So lambda is going to be just 1. What are they asking? Whatever, but we can calculate. 4 alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so I think alpha, beta, lambda, everything is sorted. So you can calculate it. Okay. Yes. Give me a big thumbs up, everybody. Okay. So basically, whenever the equation involving 2 cross 2 matrix is written, always remember that I can form any equation by this trick and eventually compare. Okay. So understand, whenever equation is there, no other concept or topic is there. You know, there is one way of writing the 2 cross 2 equation. The only way is this. Okay. All right. Sure. Let's start the next thing over here, which is some terms related to matrix. Okay, ready for it? What is a singular matrix? Can anybody tell me? Singular matrix? Singular matrix means determinant value equal to 0. What about non-singular? Non-singular means determinant value non-zero. Singular means determinant value 0. Non-singular means determinant value non-zero. Can you see? Singular 0, non-singular non-zero. Okay, understood? Okay. Now let's talk about what are the minors of any matrix or any determinant also. It works for determinant also. So minor, suppose let's talk about 2 cross 2. So minor, okay. So this is, so minor of first element A11 is equals to M11. M11 will be, just hide that row and that column. So you will get a left out element which is 9. What about A12? That is M12. Minor of M12. This is your M12. So 5 is the thing. Okay, M21. Everybody, M21. So this is just 7. And M22 is nothing but 9. Okay. Alright. So this is your matrix. Now what is, so this is your minor. But what about, ma'am, how to calculate minor of a 3 cross 3? So again, minor of 3 cross 3, so M11 will be just hide this and this. So what is remaining, ma'am? 4 elements. That means a determinant will be remaining. So 0 minus 18 will be minor. Okay. So M12. So just hide this and this. So 3 plus 9. Okay. M13. Okay. And so on. But what about cofactors, ma'am? So cofactors, see, understand. C11 and M11 is equal. But C12 is minus of M12. Why? Because see, sum is odd, so that's why minus sign. Cofactor C13 is M13 because again 1 plus 3, 4, even. So this is even. But this is odd. Okay. So M11, M11, C11 same. Minor cofactor same. Okay. Ma'am, M22 is 1. M22 is 1. M22 is 1. Which M22? 3 plus n, correct now? M22. Okay, M22 is 1. Yes. Here it is 1. Okay, absolutely. Okay, so I think minors and cofactors are clear, right? So Cij, formula is Cij is minus 1 power I plus j Mij. So you know how to calculate minors. Just put it in this formula. You will get the corresponding cofactor. But ma'am, why are we calculating minor and cofactor? So basically what we are trying to do, see, understand. Suppose you have a matrix. Okay, it is A11, A12, A13, A22, A23, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Okay, now you have to figure out the cofactor matrix. Cofactor of A11, C11, C12, C13, C22, C23, C21, C22, C23, C31, C32 and C33 everybody. And the moment you take transpose of cofactor matrix, you are going to get the very important terminology, adjoint of A. Understanding how are you getting? You have a matrix, then one by one calculate each cofactor. And then every cofactor will be arranged and it will be written in a form of matrix. So this is a cofactor matrix of this matrix, right? Now take transpose of that cofactor matrix so that you get the adjoint of that matrix. Slightly longer process, but you know what? In JEE Main, you won't be asked that figure out the, figure out the adjoint of a matrix, okay? So now here comes the next topic, which is highly important. One of the short question in every shift consistently we are seeing since past couple of years. Properties of adjoint of a matrix. Now we'll be studying what are properties which are important, and we'll be seeing how to solve such questions with the help of amazing ninja technique. Are we ready for it? Is your brain ready to get explode and expand? Okay, let's start. Okay, so what actually is happening over here is that if you multiply A matrix with adjoint of A, okay, if you multiply A matrix with adjoint of A, see, this is a very basic property. A matrix, if you're going to multiply with adjoint of A, what you're going to get is determinant A into identity matrix, and you can reverse it, you will still get this. Okay, so this is a very basic property. You know what? All the properties of adjoint are derived, are based on this basic property. What is the property? Tell me. A into adjoint A is equals to determinant A into identity matrix is there in your NCERT. The proof is also there in your NCERT. Okay, very basic property. But ma'am, what all properties do you want me to remember? Okay, so let me tell you what all properties. So very first property is this. Very important. That determinant of adjoint of A is equals to determinant A power n minus 1. Here n is nothing but the order. You know what? Now Ninja ma'am is giving you a tip. 99% questions are all about 3 cross 3 matrix. 99%. Okay, do not make any mistake. Please read the question very carefully. You know what? When I read a question, what I read is the determinant, order of the determinant or order of a matrix. I carefully observe that, okay, is it 3 cross 3? Yes, damn yes. So now 3 cross 3 matrix, for a 3 cross 3 matrix, adjoint A is nothing but determinant A square. Now what Ninja ma'am says is, just remove this adjoint and apply this square. Okay, so suppose somebody is asking me that find the adjoint of A. So I'll be like, okay, adjoint of A is remove this adjoint, apply the square. So the moment one adjoint is removed, a square is applied. So this is determinant A square. Okay, so can you see? But this is for 3 cross 3. This is for 3 cross 3. I told you, 99% questions are on 3 cross 3. So make sure that you remember it. Okay. Yes. Now, another property on your screen, the second important property is this. Now, this time instead of single adjoint, here we have adjoint of adjoint. Okay. So, in this case, what is happening? N minus 1 square. So, basically, here n minus 1 power 1. N minus 1 power 1. Why 1? Because there was single adjoint. If there is 2 adjoint, n minus 1 square. Now, triple adjoint, everybody. Adjoint of adjoint of adjoint of A. Tell me the property. Determinant A power n minus 1 cube. And you know what? When the order is 3 cross 3, determinant A 2 cube. Here determinant A 2 square. Okay. So now I'll be giving you one question quickly in the chat box. If A is a square matrix of order n, then what's the value of this? Tell me. So, ma'am, it is determinant A power n minus 1 whole square, option D. Yes? Okay? Alright. So, over here, I'll be giving you a JEE main PYQ and using ninja technique, tell me, less than 10 seconds, can this question be done or not? If you know the ninja technique correctly, JEE main 2024 PYQ can be done in less than 10 seconds. Quickly in the chat box. Okay. And if you haven't liked the session, what are you doing? What are you waiting for, everybody? Yes? Alright. So, can you see N is determinant of adjoint of adjoint. How many times? How many times? 2024 times. So this is determinant of A. 3 cross 3. Yes, ma'am. So 3 cross 3, that means 2. 2 power 2024. So answer will be what? 2 power 2024. That's it. This is your answer. Yes? Okay. Alrighty. So good question, right? So this was the one thing which I want you to focus on. Now, ma'am, what's the next property do you want me to remember? Let me tell you. Another property on your screen is determinant Ka is equals to K power n determinant A. Very, very important property. Very important. Very important property. This K, if at all a constant is stuck inside the determinant, if you have to take out, it will be power n. N is the order. So in case of 3 cross 3, it will be K cube determinant A. Now, do you just tell me, are we ready? Are we ready for the magic of ninja technique? Are we ready for the magic of ninja technique? Yes? So this question, you know what? You go and check. Go and check all the PYQs. You will understand that in every attempt, January attempt 2025, April attempt 2025, January 2024, April 2024, plethora of question of this category are present in almost every shift. Okay? And in this session, we are going to learn the ninja technique to solve this question in less than 10 seconds. But before that, what we are going to do is, let's solve this question using normal method. Okay? So determinant A is given as -2. And you know what? This is determinant of 3, adjoint of -6, adjoint of 3A is given to you. Yes? Although normal method also, I'll give some ninja touch so that normal also you will be doing. Okay? See, understand now. First of all, ma'am, we can see 3 over here. So, property which is going to be used over here is this. Okay, 3 cross 3, right? So that's why this property 3 cross 3. So 3 will come out, it will be 3 cube. Determinant of adjoint of minus 6 adjoint of 3a. Okay. This is also one of the ninja technique. Okay. Adjoint you need to remove, apply the square. So now the expression will be what? 3 cube minus 6 adjoint 3a whole square. Okay. Now minus 6 will come out. So minus 6 will come out, same property minus 6 cube, but important alert, be very careful. Square is already there on minus 6. So 3 cube minus 6 cube, but square is also there and adjoint of 3a. Okay. So now adjoint, if you're going to remove, I told you now, remove adjoint, ninja technique. Remove adjoint, apply square. So it will be power 4. So now it will be what? Tell me. So 3 cube and this is what? 2 power 6, 3 power 6. 3 cube, 2 power 6, 3 power 6. And you know what? This is determinant 3a power 4. Determinant 3a power 4. 3 will come out. So it will have a cube. Right? Cube and 4. So this is 3 power 12. And determinant a power 4, everybody, 2 power 4. So this is just 2 power 4. And do the total 2 power 6. So 2 power 10 and 3 power 21. 10 and 21. So 2 power 10, 3 power 21. Clearly, m plus n is 10. 7 plus 3. 7 3s are 21. So 7 and 3. So 7 4s are 28 plus 3 2s are 6. The answer will be 34. This is the normal method, by the way. Wait for the ninja technique. Wait for the ninja technique. But be very careful, huh? See, ninja technique you can apply only if you know this process. Okay? We are just trying to cut down the steps. And we are going to do the mental mathematics. Are we ready for the mental mathematics? But you know what? While doing mental mathematics, the practice should be on point. At least 5-7 problems should be practiced to avoid any calculation mistake. Okay? And your brain should be absolutely calm. Okay? Otherwise, calculation mistake. Okay? So again, determinant of 3 adjoint minus 6 adjoint 3a. Okay? See, what I'm going to do is, I am going to pull all the numbers from this adjoint, from the determinant, inside the determinant. So this 3 will come out. This 3 right now is having which power? Tell me. Ma'am, 3 right now is having power 1. So it will come out, but right now this is power 1 only. Okay, ma'am. Now let's talk about minus 6. Okay. So ma'am, minus 6 will come out, but you know what? Because it is inside adjoint, single adjoint. So minus 6 power 2 will be there. Okay. So basically what we have to do is, this is 2 power 0. This is 2 power 1. So we have to keep on increasing powers of 2. Now this 3 will also come out. Okay. And 3 will have power 4. Can you see 3 power 1? Because it is not inside any adjoint. So 3 power 1. Minus 6 is inside single adjoint. Okay. 1 layer of adjoint. So 2. And you know what? This 3 is inside 2 layers of adjoint. That's why 4. And overall, you have to apply the power 3 using this technique, k cube. So 3 minus 6 and 3, increasing order, 1, 2, 4. The layers of adjoint. And you know what? Overall power 3. And eventually, since all the coefficients are now gone, so you can write adjoint of A. Simply. So this is 3 power 3. This is 6 power 6 and 3 power 4. Adjoint A, tell me. So determinant A power 2 power 2. So power 4. So answer will be what? 3 power 10. This is 2 power 6, 3 power 6. Determinant A, where are you? So 2 power 4. Am I doing any mistake? 3 cube and yes. 3 cube, 3 power 6 and 4 3s are 12, no? Right, 12. So 12 plus, yes, this is your 12. Now please calculate. Calculate the power of 2 first of all. So ma'am, power of 2 will be 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6, 10. Power of 3. So power of 3 will be 3 plus 6, 9. 9 plus 12. Everybody 21. So back to this. Back to this. Okay. Understood the ninja technique? See, this is also an easy thing and this is also an easy thing. Okay. Alrighty everybody. Chalo. Another question. Let's do another question. Same technique. We are going to use similar technique. See. Again. This 2 will come out, and because 3 cross 3 order, now this 2 will come out 2 cube. Adjoint of 3a, adjoint 2a. Okay, remove the adjoint, apply the square. Make sure that adjoint removal is only happening when it is inside the determinant. So 2 cube determinant 3a adjoint 2a square. Now 3 will come out and cube will be there. Okay. So 2 cube 3 square but cube. Square was already there. Cube because I am taking out of the determinant. So determinant A adjoint 2A. Now you know what? There are two matrices inside a determinant. We can separate again using identity. So this is 3 power 6 determinant A and determinant adjoint 2A. Okay. Let's not forget square is already there. Remove adjoint, apply one more square. So answer will be 2 cube 3 power 6 determinant A. So 5 square and this is 2a power 4. So 2 will come out. 2 cube. 2 cube power 4, 2 power 12. Determinant A power 4, 5 power 5. This is your final answer. Be very careful. Okay. While applying the thing. Okay everybody. Adjoint properties clear. Make sure at least you do 5 to 7 questions. Okay. For doing this. Okay. All right. Chalo. Now let's understand one more topic, which is inverse of a matrix. Everybody, inverse of a matrix. Okay. So inverse of a matrix have a direct formula. Adjoint of a upon determinant A. Adjoint A upon determinant A. Okay. So it's just that how to calculate, lengthy procedure of calculation of adjoint A when it comes to 3 cross 3. But you know what? There is a ninja technique to calculate the inverse of a 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay. So A inverse is what? Adjoint A upon determinant A. Right? How to calculate adjoint A? By ninja technique. Reverse interchange the diagonal elements. Interchange the diagonal elements. 7 and 2 got interchanged. And reverse the sign of non-diagonal elements. So you will get the adjoint of A directly. Okay. Upon determinant A, 7 2s are 14 minus 36. That's it. So this is your A inverse. Ninja technique everybody? Yes? Alrighty. Clear? Okay. One more ninja technique. Ready? Whenever you have to figure out inverse of a diagonal matrix, you know what? Do not do anything. Just reciprocal all the diagonal elements. So this is 2 power minus 1. 1 by 2, 1 by 7, 1 by 5. Basically, power minus 1 will give you power minus 1 to all the diagonal elements. Rest everything is also 0. Easy peasy. Yes, such tricks will come into the picture when so many different variety of questions you will observe. Okay. Now one last topic of the day everybody. The final master stroke, because this question though will be there in JEE Main 2026. Almost 99.9% of all the shifts will have this question from Cramer's rule. I will teach you Cramer's rule, but I will teach you ninja technique also, that Cramer's rule. See, Cramer's rule, one question will be there. But you know what? What is the main challenge? Approximately 3 to 3.5 minutes should be there to solve the whole question. Because these type of questions are quite calculative. Okay. So, you know what? There are 70-80% chances that you can get a question where ninja technique is applicable. Okay, 20% that ninja technique is not applicable. Okay, so yes, let's start. Let's start. Okay, okie dokie. See, I don't know. Some people are getting confused over here that, ma'am, what is happening? What is happening? So, what is happening? Actually, we have picked the 5 high weightage chapters. For example, this chapter matrices, this session alone, if you do it nicely, thoroughly, and what I'm telling you, okay, after that, just practice 5-7 questions. You will get easily PYQs. Okay, then you will be eligible for those 12 marks in mathematics. You know what 12 mark in mathematics? 12 mark in mathematics is nothing but, see, you just need 48 marks to score 99 percentile. 1 hour of session will give you 99 percentile. Okay, all right. Just in case you are coming late, make sure that you attend the session from the beginning, because you know what, this is by far the best one shot of my career and best one shot probably on your YouTube. Okay, yes, chalo, let's start. System of linear equation. So system of linear equation means you will be given 3 equations and 3 unknowns, and you will be like, solve this equation and solve this equation for the infinitely many solution. Let me tell you, first of all, 3 equations, 3 unknown is given. Okay, so you should be familiar with delta, delta x, delta y, delta z. What are these 4 determinants? Delta is formed by a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. This is your delta. Okay, delta x, that means you have to remove the row number 1. That means you have to remove the coefficient of x and replace it by constant. Rest everything will be the same. Same. Can you see del y? Remove the middle row and place d1, d2, d3. Middle column. And del z. Remove the third column and place this. Okay. So these are the 4 determinants. Now, suppose 3 equations are given to you. Okay. And if your delta is 0, if delta is 0, the main determinant, if you check and if it is coming 0, what does that mean? That means either you have infinite solution or no solution. Infinite solution when the rest of the determinants are also 0, and no solution when at least one solution is non-zero. And also, if your delta is not coming out as 0, that means you will get a unique solution. That means x, y and z value will come, and those value will be given by del x by del. See, all 4 determinants you have calculated now. So just plug in the values of del and you will get the answer. Okay. Now understand that, okay, these type of, see, I'll show you one type of a question and you will realize that what variety of question from Cramer's rule JEE Main always asks. This is a JEE Main 2025 PYQ. Okay. And you know what? They will give 3 equations and x, y, z unknown, and they will say that this equation is having infinitely many solutions. So the traditional method is, if infinite many solutions, so del and all the other determinants just form and calculate at 0. In fact, you don't have to calculate 4 determinants, because only lambda and mu, 2 things you have to know now. So delta 0 and in fact delta z, 2 determinants, if you calculate and make it 0, value of mu and lambda can be easily calculated. But again, it will take 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes more than 3 minutes, and calculation error can also happen. So this, though, I have told you that focus on the coefficients and think about it. Are the coefficients are in AP, my dear students? So yes, ma'am. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. Yes, ma'am. Arithmetic progression. 3, 3, 3. Come on. 3, 3, 3. So 0 is the common difference. 3 plus 0, 3. 3 plus 0, 3. So 3, 3, 3. Technically, it is an arithmetic progression. And you know what? 9 plus 1 is 8. So 8 plus 1 will be what? 9 minus 1. Na? Yes, 9 minus 1 is 8. So 8 minus 1 will be 7. So this should be 7, right? 16 minus mu is 7. So mu will be 9 from here. Okay. right? So basically what I'm trying to say is for infinitely many solution, all the coefficients should be in AP. If at all you are seeing that coefficients are already in AP, so make the rest coefficient also in AP. You know what? Now 5 minus what? So now 5 minus 7 is minus 2. So minus 2 minus 7 is what? Minus of 4 plus lambda. Okay, so this is going to give you 9 minus 4 is lambda. So lambda is coming out as 5. So 5 comma, is it correct? 9 minus 1, 8 minus 1, 7. So 16 minus 7 is 9. Yes, 5 comma 9 is the answer. Okay, so 5 comma 9 is the circle and this is the tangent, center. So 5 comma 9 center and this is the tangent. You have to figure out the radius. So radius is nothing but, this is very easy, right? Now this is not a matrices related question, but yes, you plug in this 5 4s are 20, 9 3s are 27 mod, and upon square root of 4 square plus 3 square is 5. So answer will be what? 7 by 5, everybody? Yes. So this is a different, but yes, this is how it is going to be. Okay. So now if the coefficients are in AP, now can you see another question? Another question on your screen is like this. Okay. So again, can you see so many lambda, infinitely many solution? JEE Main again 2025 PYQ. You know what? 3 questions were done from this method alone, right? So now see, the first, can you see 5, 7 and 9? I got the hint. Infinitely many solutions, coefficients are in AP, correct? Now, can you see, if you just see, what is an AP? 5, 7, 9 are in AP. So, double of middle is sum of the two extremes, right? So, can you see double of middle? 2 lambda is equals to lambda minus 1 plus lambda plus 1. If you solve it, you will get 2 lambda is equals to 2 lambda. You will not get the value of lambda. In fact, these are in AP, confirming these two are in AP. Same if you do with the second, 2 times lambda minus 1 is equals to lambda minus 4 plus lambda minus 2. You will realize again everything will get cancelled out. This equality will also hold. Now the third equation, double of lambda minus 4 is equals to lambda minus this. Lambda cancel, minus 2. So from here lambda is equals to 3 will be there. 3 square 9 plus 3, 12 is the answer. Can you imagine if you are going to create those determinants, solve it, it is going to take 3 minutes of your time. Okay. Yes. So how easy this question has become. Now, if at all the coefficients are not in AP, ma'am, I was getting this question, then you are slightly unlucky, because then the calculation will be slightly heavy, but still Ninja ma'am has actually thought about it, that my students, if they are going to get struggle, suffer, two determinants you have to calculate. See, in here, can you see this? What is this behavior NTA? That you are asking the students to calculate 2 determinants involving 147 and 212. So Ninja ma'am is here. If coefficients are not AP and infinitely many solutions will be there, what you have to do is you have to apply a little brain. Okay. So tell me, which one is the bigger number? So I can see this is the bigger number. Okay. So what you have to do is equation number 1. Okay. Equation 1, even. Equation 1 will be equals to, pick 2 variables which are not there. Lambda and mu I can't pick. A and B I can pick. So even is equals to A times, see this is your, sorry, not E3. This is E3, right? So E3 is equals to A times E1 plus B times E2. Understand what I'm trying to say? This is the very first time I am sharing this technique on this channel. So it will take a little time of yours to understand this. Okay. So what you have to, again, one method is use Cramer's law. That is there. But I am telling you, that method will occupy your brain. Okay. So this is something E3, because this is bigger now. E3 can be written down as constant time A E1 plus B E2. Now E3 I am writing 100x, okay, minus 47y plus mu z minus 212, okay, equals to a times. Now can you see 2x minus y plus z minus 4 plus b times e2, which is 5x plus lambda y plus 3z minus 12. Okay, basically if you understand the technique, you don't have to write this whole equation. Okay, so what you have to do is E3 is a e1 plus b e2 now. So this is what you have to do. Now you have to compare the coefficients. See, basically tell me coefficient of x, all three are available. So just compare the coefficient of x. 100 is equals to 2a plus 5b. Coefficient of x, 100, 2a, 5b. Now coefficient of y is not available, but coefficient of z not available. Constant term available. So yes, 212. So 212, negative sign ignored, okay, is equals to 4a, negative sign ignored throughout, 4a. And you know what? Plus 3b, sorry, minus 12b, minus 12b, minus sign ignored, plus 12b. So this is the second equation, this is the first equation. First equation. Okay, in fact, this second equation can also be 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, 4 fives are 20, 53. So second equation, can you see? A plus 3b is equals to 53 and 2a plus 5b is equals to 100. Get the value of a and b. Very easy to calculate. See, I have done it for you. So get the value of a and b. A is 35, b is 6. Okay. So now you don't have to do anything. You just have to see what I did. One more time I am repeating this technique. Understand. 100 is equals to 2a plus 5b. Very easy to write. No need to apply this. 100 is equals to 2a plus 5b. Same. 212 is equals to 4a plus 12b. So these are the two equations. If you're going to solve, you will get this. Now, apply the same equation to get the value of lambda and mu now. See, minus 47 is equals to minus a plus lambda b. Can you see this equation? Minus 47 is equals to minus a plus lambda b. Put the value of a and b, get the value of lambda. Done, 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 done. Okay, next. You want mu? Yes. So mu is equals to 1a plus 3b. Mu is equals to 1a plus 3b. Put the values, get the value of mu. Okay. So 53 minus 4 plus 4. 53 plus 4 is 57. And on this note, my dear students, okay, that when coefficients are not in AP and you get the big numbers, you can actually avoid the Cramer's rule. But again, if you feel that, ma'am, we are comfortable in Cramer's rule, especially in this, because this is like, this will also take your 1 minute, so it will take. But you know what? Calculation of determinant sometimes, especially in the exam time, during the exam time, is a scary thing. High chances that calculation mistake can happen. Equation solving still is our forte because we have been doing this since class 10th. On this note, I am done with the today's session. And also, before I go, my dear students, before I go, because some confusion is there. If you have any questions, you can ask. But before leaving, make sure that you drop beautiful comments on this session, because see, so many ninja techniques I have given in this question. It took me a lot of time to prepare this session, okay? And you know what? We are going to give you a Sigma crash course, which is a high weightage crash course. That means you have to focus only on those topics which will be high rewarding topics, okay, in this crash course. So just drop the comments also that how did you like this session? How did you find this session? And one homework question I have given to you. Make sure that you reply the answer of that homework question in the chat box. This one session alone can actually change the game of matrices. One more thing, if you have not registered for MVSAT, because 2.5 lakh students have registered already, and you're going to get the All India rank absolutely free of cost. Link is given in the description box. And yes, okay, so I'll be meeting you tomorrow also at 9 o'clock. Make sure that you are attending all the 3 subjects in one day. and completing the questions and homework within the next day. Okay, this is me, your Ninja Ma'am, signing off. I love you all, and I'll be with you till your JEE first attempt, JEE second attempt, JEE Advanced, and CBSE also.